Hello you guys and welcome to Abundantly Minimal. My name is Sarah.
And I'm Jake.
And today we're here to share 7 decluttering games.
Booyah.
These 7 games are all different games that we've used or come up with during the past couple years as we've been trying to declutter things, because sometimes you just need something a little fun to make it interesting.
For sure, I agree.
Or some healthy competition, and so we'll go head to head. And with this, oftentimes we think of prizes as like buying something, like you earn a prize, but think about some prizes for these games if it's helpful to you that are not stuff related. So maybe think of experiences. Maybe you want to go out to a new restaurant you haven't been to before. Maybe you want to treat yourself to a massage, or maybe who doesn't have to do the dishes at night.
That's a good one, yeah.
That would be one for us.
Especially if you don't have a dishwasher, that would be a really good one.
So we'll just share these 7 games, and maybe they're gonna be things that help motivate you to declutter more or help deal with areas of clutter in your own house.
So the first game is the Minimalist game. So this came from Minimalist.com website. The game's pretty simple. So you start off at the first of the month, or you could really start off any day that you really want to. And if you are, whether you're playing by yourself or you're playing with somebody else, everybody gets rid of one item. And then
on the first day.
On the first day that you play. Easiest to do the first day of the month, but you can start whenever. On the second day, you get rid of 2 items. On the third day, you get rid of 3 items. And then this keeps going up and up and up and up and up for as long as you can hold out.
Or a month.
Or a month if you wanted to stop it at that point. So like the 30th or 31st day would be 30 or 31 items that day you'd have to get rid of. And it's just a great way to go ahead and build on what you're doing and get rid of a lot of your stuff.
It starts easy, but it gets a lot harder.
Yeah.
We were struggling around like the 20s.
Another way of playing this game that I find a lot easier is 7s. So you have the same concept, but on a Monday or Sunday. I think Monday because like first day of the work week, easiest to do, like not that much. You get rid of 1 item on Monday, 2 items on Tuesday. You go up until Sunday, you can get rid of 7 items. Then you start back at 1 item on Monday. So it's a lot more manageable if you don't have the time to commit to getting rid of like 15 items in a day, because it does get pretty tough, especially after you've gotten rid of all the easy stuff.
Absolutely. So those are 2 examples of games. One thing you can do is actually to go room by room. So this can be helpful. There's not necessarily any set numbers for how you do this, but basically to try to tackle different rooms one at a time, and maybe you set a certain number for yourself. Maybe you try to do 5 things from each room or 1 thing from each room. If you want to play competitively with someone else, you can actually time it. So let's say you time it and see how quickly you can get rid of 1 item in all of the rooms in your house, and then maybe they're doing it too. So that could be an option as well.
Another game is the 15-minute challenge. It's literally like how it sounds. You pick a room if you're playing against
or the whole house.
However you want to do it. And you have 15 minutes to go ahead and try to get rid of as much stuff as you can. Basically, it doesn't leave you a whole lot of time to think, especially if you're competing against somebody else, and just try to get rid of them as much as you can.
Now, another one, this one I personally haven't done before, but I think could be really cool. And there's ways to make it more challenging if you're looking to prevent clutter from coming in and focus on the shopping side of things. We might have heard before about when you bring something new into the house, you get rid of something. I think that's a great approach just in general, but a way to make it a little bit harder for yourself is to, for each item that you bring into your house, you need to get rid of 2 others. So when you buy something, you have to think about, is that item worth getting rid of 2 of your other items that you already have? And so that will help you decide if it's really something that's that magnificent that you need to have it. Is it worth it going through that process? And you could even make it more challenging, I suppose, and even like 3 items you get rid of for each new item you bring in. So that's a way especially to help with the shopping side of things. I would not include consumables in that, just because those are things like if it's a food item or a personal care product, those are things
we still want you to eat, you know, it's kind of important, so.
Yeah, the basics. So that one's a good one too.
A personal favorite of mine, which I don't really think we've ever actually played,
we did a little bit,
is declutter the other person's stuff, because we have more attachment to our own things. At least that's what we found in our experience. It's very easy for me to dismiss Sarah's stuff as junk and vice versa, that we don't actually commonly share. And so if you really are determined to get rid of a lot and you're both okay with it, just get rid of each other's stuff, and then it solves a lot of problems.
Well, it actually could create more problems if it creates friction. But I would say one part he's missing, you start off decluttering the other person's stuff and you put it on a table or in a pile somewhere. And then that's the first part of the game and you have like 15 minutes to do it or whatever. And then after you've assembled stuff that you think the other person should declutter, then you go through and the tables twist because you're trying to see what you can get rid of out of that pile, and whoever gets rid of more from that pile of their own stuff is the winner. Then it's not like if it's your absolute favorite thing, the other person's going for it, you know, that's fine. Honestly, we're a very loving, respectful couple of one another, so even though you called my stuff junk. So we're not trying to be vengeful and like, oh, we know this is their favorite, so I'm gonna try to get rid of it.
Well, no, but the idea is that unless it's your own stuff, generally we view other items of other people's as junk. Let's call it what it is. It's not that, you know, we disvalue the other person. It just doesn't mean anything to us. Therefore, meaningless items. Yeah, if you keep one of your items though, that's part of the game sometimes too, is you lose a point if you're trying to like build up points.
That's true.
So
because I kept a couple of my items.
Yeah, so you lost points if you didn't get rid of what. And I only picked things that I thought that Sarah didn't actually use. I didn't go after like her like computer per se. I mean, she would like go bonkers without that thing. But I mean, yeah, as long as you have like ground rules established, chances are you're not playing a minimalism game with somebody that you're enemies with. I would think so. You should.
I mean, if it motivates you, I would say whatever motivates you. Healthy competition.
I wouldn't invite an enemy to your house.
Whether it's a friend, family member, whoever. Jake and I usually play against each other, but regardless, hopefully those 7 ideas were maybe interesting to you and maybe can help you next time you're kind of stuck in a minimalist rut and want to declutter more. So thank you guys so much for watching this video. If you guys like minimalist related content, we'd love to have you as a subscriber of Abundantly Minimal, and hopefully we'll see you at the next video. Bye guys!
Bye!